Hello everyone, this is Michael Wojcicki back with another video. It's time to do the next honorable mentions video for October 7th, 2025. What you see here is the two copies of the Black Sabbath studio albums, which is entitled Heaven and Hell. You see on your left side, and on the other side is the Mob Rules. I do get the first pressing of these both albums by random, so it's basically what you get is what you get, depending on the variations. So let's go over them chronologically, and I will show you the difference. Now, you see here, this is the 1980 album Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell, the first to feature Warren James Dio on vocals. Now, you may wonder if this is the original album variant. I'll tell you in a minute, but there's some cracks in this jewel case here, but that's okay. But it's starting to deteriorate a little bit on the spine, but not a problem. I could just replace it at any time, probably in a year. Also, the reason why I wanted to show you both of these CDs is because it has a little message on the bottom screen. If I can read this real quick. It says the music on the compact disc originally recorded on analog equipment. That means whatever they play in the tapes is what they play, and also it indicates they attempted to preserve as closely as possible to the sound of the original recording. Because of the high resolution, however, the compact disc is the real limitations of the source tape. That means back then, CDs, if there's like a studio album or a compilation album, it has back then a strict time limit. It just tells you that certain policy. And this is a 1980 Warner Brothers Records Incorporated copyright, and I can tell by the old school Warner Brothers they've been using for the other Warner Brothers records, record and tapes, including their films. Most notably, The Exorcist movie from 1973. And another indication is this CD itself, the disc. It just has the band name and the album name, with the Warner Brothers and stuff like that. I'm not going to show you the reflection of the CD because I don't want to. Basically, So that concludes that. And lastly, this copy of Mob Rules. This is a 1981 release, and the last to feature Warren James Dio before the live album, before he parted ways to pursue a solo career, which is entitled Holy Diver. Which I'll buy a couple more Dio albums probably in the future. I'll do an update video with that. So get this. This is the Mob Rules cover. Has the Druids on the front. And another indication too. Same with Heaven and Hell. The same message on the bottom, Warner Brothers label, and the 1981 Warner Brothers Records Incorporated, including their address. So, and again, they indicate. We open the disc up, and there you go. And okay, folks, that'll do it for the honorable mentions video for my two copies of my Black Sabbath's first albums with Warren James Dio, and that's the only time that Dio was featured on those before his 1992 return with the group for Dehumanizer, shortly leaving afterward. But that will be for another day. So, as always, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Hopefully enjoy the videos. And there'll be more videos on the way. And I slightly do apologize if there's a delay in the videos, but those should be more coming your way. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Vlog you later.